Speaking of, the commissioner of the Bureau of Labor Statistics is out of a job after President Trump fired her over the July jobs reports.
Yeah, he's accusing Dr. Erica McIntyre for manipulating the employment numbers for political purpose after she said the economy only added 73,000 jobs. However, President Trump has not provided any evidence to back up his claims. Joining us now is Martha Gimbel, the executive director and co-founder of the Budget Lab at Yale. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so this all got started because of the July report, which had major revisions for May and June. And I think a lot of people don't even understand how job numbers are calculated and why there would even be a revision. So can you explain that for us first, please?
Yeah, so the Bureau of Labor Statistics does a survey of businesses. And what happens is some businesses are what we call late reporters. So they don't do their homework on time and they send it in late. The Bureau of Labor Statistics then updates their initial estimates with those late reporters when they send in. What's really important to keep in mind here is that revisions, either positive or negative, can actually be a sign about the direction of the economy because of the reasons that employers are being slow to report. So if the economy is going gangbusters, you may be slow to report because you're doing a ton of hiring and you don't have time to answer a survey. Whereas if the economy is starting to slow down, if you're having issues, you may see negative revisions because the people who are coming in late were firing a lot of workers. And so it's actually the case that the negative revisions are actually something economists look at as a direction for where the economy is going.
Interesting.
Yeah, speaking of economists, there's been a lot of criticism from some economists and also politicians from both sides of the aisle. Some are worrying that, by firing, this threatens the independence of these federal agencies. What's your take on this?
I really can't overstate how disturbing this is. I should say Erica is a very well-respected economist. She's been a career civil servant. She was confirmed 86-8 in the Senate. Vice President J.D. Vance voted for her. There is absolutely no sign that anyone is doing anything funky with these numbers. And, unfortunately, if you look at the countries where the executive has fired the person who's in charge of the statistics, it's not countries you like to be on a list with. It's, Argentina, Venezuela, Greece. And it really says something disturbing about how people may be thinking about management of the economy moving forward.
Right, and it kind of impacts how Americans are able to trust in those numbers, I would think, moving forward, because now we don't know what to trust.
Yeah, there's some really interesting evidence because, you do have private sector data. It's not a substitute for government data. We really need that good government data. But there's evidence that if you look at freer versus more autocratic countries, the freer countries tend to have government data that more closely matches or aligns with private sector data, as opposed to more autocratic countries where that's not the case. By the way, one source of private sector data that we have in the United States is ADP. They've said that recently we've added about 400,000 jobs in total. BLS says 500,000. So far, the private sector and the government are actually pretty well aligned.
Pretty interesting. All right, so I guess the big question is, what happens next? Who takes over, and how is this new commissioner selected?
Yeah, we're all waiting to see. I should say the person who's currently in charge is Bill Wyatrowski. Bill's been at the Bureau of Labor Statistics for a very, very long time. He's an incredibly respected civil servant. At the moment, I continue to have faith that BLS staff would walk out if they were asked to actually cook the numbers. But we will have to see who's appointed, what procedures they put in place, and where things go from here.
Absolutely. A lot of people finding this move very alarming. Thank you so much for helping us understand it better and for joining us this morning, Martha.
Thank you for having me.